Good afternoon and welcome live on Recruitlings here on YouTube. Opening weekend of the Women's Premier Soccer League across the country, and we've got action from the Central North Lakes Conference Lake Michigan Division as Chicago House here at Langhorst Field in Elmhurst, Illinois, opens their season up against Bavarian United. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining me here. Jonathan Bamba in space to the near side. Gubin, Kuiper, Zinkernagel with him along with Guti. Bamba, curler, scores! What a goal! Jonathan Bamba from distance ripples the twine in Charlotte, and out of nowhere, a bolt from the blue stuns the home fans in blue, and the Fire lead 1-0 in the 42nd minute. Kylie Egan to take the outswinger. Into the near post, flicked on, and into the back of the net by Lauren Hall. An 11th minute goal. It's the captain who puts the hosts ahead in this national final. DeGotti swings it in, headed goalwards and in! Is that the goal? It's Daryl Tercios who scored it, and Edgewater have the lead they needed. Gianelli head up, finds Bergman the right back. Davila outside of her. Davila crossing to the middle, flicked through, chance for McMillan, she scores! The flag stays down, and it's the star 17-year-old who gets the game going for Chicago House. 1-0 here in the 9th minute. 26 yards out, dead center. Olsen scores! What a rocket from Emily Olsen! It's 4-1. No chance for Flores, sweetly struck. And that should seal the 3 points for the home team. 3-on-2 if House hurry. Look at all the space for Lane on the near side. This is Williams. Nika Williams into the area. Williams off the crossbar. Loose ball, diving header. No, Lane on the follow-up. It's 4! Ham taking the space afforded to her. In for Jocelyn Lee. Lee looking to turn. Kylie Egan. Kylie Egan! That'll seal it. The Rooks are on to the Final Four. It's going to be 9 wins from 9. Here come the Fire again. Bamba, Gutman, cutting it back. Zinkernagel, 3. The Fire lead by 3. Andrew Gutman the assist. Charlotte are crumbling inside Bank of America Stadium. Zinkernagel waves to a silently stunned supporter section behind Kalina's goal. He can't believe it. Once again, Charlotte's defense is just full of holes, and the Fire keep poking more. Swung into the far post, free header, saved by Galante, and then off the line. Pettit had 2 good chances at it, couldn't score with either of them. How did the second one stay out? Good save initially, certainly by Galante, but it popped right up for Pettit, and I'm not sure how he didn't bury it by just chesting it, hipping it, using any legal part of his body to put that in the back of the net. Instead, somebody for the Rooks cleared it off the line. Alonzo playing this into space. Lucas Sampson, the former Loras Duhawk, is there. Sampson cutting in. Ball delivered in by Rubio. Headed back toward the middle dangerously, and that shot is saved to his left by Peak. What a hit by Alan Rubio. Andrew Gutman with room down the near side. Gutman looking ahead, couldn't find the return pass for Zinkernagel. It was well read by Araujo, but he's in some pain, and the Fire are in with a chance. Zinkernagel face, Zinkernagel save, tap it, no! Zinkernagel had the chance. It looked like Hugo Kuipers had an 8th goal, but Pedro Galese, what a double save by the Peruvian for Orlando City. On a humid, slightly cooler and overcast day in the West Ridge neighborhood on the north side of Chicago, and we are underway as Emily Olsen sends that skipping forward, though it's easily cut out by Murphy, who was the opening goal scorer yesterday. Immediately, Mutiny looking down this near side for the speedy Meadows. That's going to be something to watch. It was exploited by Michigan Jaguars yesterday. Can these young, speedy forwards get in behind the Edgewater Castle defense? How high will this back four for the Rooks step? Name in the midfield for Murphy, committed to Bucknell, but still a rising high school senior. Lacey Lewis, the recent UConn grad, Talking to the coaching staff of New England Mutiny, it's quite possible that after today, her next organized soccer game is going to be as a pro. It seems certain. The question is just where. Turning chance here as Dillard flicks that forward. Meadows couldn't get the shot away. The offside flag goes up. And Lewis at right back might be the fastest player on the field today. Lucy Clark in goal for Edgewater. She was subbed out of the match yesterday at halftime. Cynthia Waller, the Cal State Sacramento freshman, subbed in the second half and did admirably. Did concede one goal, but her main job was being active and getting off her line. This is given away at the back by Marchini. Here's Catherine Stevens. Stevens for her strike partner, Jocelyn Lee. Lee on to her right. That shot, maybe a cross, was blocked, and then Marchini able to clear the space where Murphy will keep it in on the far side. Murphy got past Belashezniak. Murphy looking for the long ball ahead. Dillard flicks it on for Meadows. Couldn't quite take it with her. Bierker's got to be careful. Big, important challenge from the Loyola center back, Skylar Bierker. Couple early tests passed by the Rooks back line. Congratulations again to SoCal FC and Michigan Jaguars on their fantastic seasons, even though those came to an end last night. Two really entertaining semifinals, as that is scooped up by Chloe Laser. Headed to St. Michael's College, a Division II school in Vermont this fall. Down the line, Lewis, the left back, was racing onto it, and that comes back off of her, cleared by Bierker. Lewis, who made 53 appearances for the Connecticut Huskies, 35 starts over her 4-year career there. Just from what we saw yesterday, I think any team in the USL Super League would absolutely take her services, and there's probably a few NWSL teams who wouldn't do too badly to sign her to a contract either. Can think of one here in Chicago that might not want to let her get too far. Jenkins turning under pressure as the number 8s battle, Jenkins and Egan. Marchini, the former Husky, 2022 graduate, into Murphy. And the safety of Anna Carson, another recent UConn grad. Played her graduate season for the Huskies. Header won there by Lauren Hall. Chesniak into the air. Awkward bounce headed on by Bella Chesniak. Klingensmith. Klingensmith has a go, and it'll be the game's first corner. Did see the Rooks concede on a corner kick last night, but they equaled it out by scoring off a set piece later. Only the fullbacks, Lewis and Name, staying deep. Tennessee Murphy is over to take. 3 goals and 3 assists in UWS this summer for her. Was named a United Soccer Coaches High School All-American. Outswinger into the middle. No one won it cleanly. Lauren Hall tries to get it clear. Bella Chesniak does. Feels like the opening 15 to 20 minutes of this game going to be incredibly important for Edgewater Castle to make it through the opening salvos. Murphy crossing. That came through everybody. And then turning and shooting was Klingensmith. Good effort. But ultimately into the side netting, it'll be a goal kick for Lucy Clark. Rooks playing out from the back here with Bierker. Carson clearing that out of play toward the sideline. Emily Olson fighting Lauren Hall. Hall caught on it a bit there by Murphy as Bella Chesniak goes back for Lucy Clark. That's an example where there's nothing wrong with conceding a throw-in. As tunneling into the UWS ad board there goes Name. Murphy trying to get around Hall. Murphy goes down and the referee points to the spot. Lauren Hall can't believe it. No, is it a penalty or is it going to be a free kick right on the edge? It's going to be the latter. Thought the referee was pointing to the spot. It is just a free kick, but it is right outside the 18-yard box. I think that was a combination of things. There was certainly some pull on the jersey and also some extra gravity as well. Add those two things together and you get a free kick. Klingensmith standing over this for New England. Klingensmith fires, and it's blocked down by Bierker, and then cleared away by Murray. Name trying to get back forward. Klingensmith on the turn. Klingensmith through the lines. Meadows, saved by Lucy Clark. Quickly out wide, this is Scout Murray. Murray, the Ohio University forward. Referee blows for a free kick. Scout, a rising senior. 50 games already in her 3 years for the Ohio Bobcats. Graduate of Lane Tech High School, and this is not what the Rooks want to see. Get a player down behind the play. I can't tell who it is. I think it's Bella Chesniak. Correction, Emily Olson. Olson, who today becomes the only player in this squad to start all 11 games this summer. Midfield options on the bench. Lucy Tang, really the only like-for-like, even approximate replacement. There's no real defensive or box-to-box midfielders on the bench today for the Rooks. They've got center back Daniel Budak, fullback Natasha Davenport, attacking midfielder Lucy Tang, forward Courtney Sangstock, center back Molly Saran. And it is Tang who's been told to get up off the bench and go warm up just in case. Olsen will have to come out at least briefly, and she's hobbling pretty significantly, so I think we're going to see the game's first substitution. And it is going to be Tang to sub in. So a big blow early here for the Rooks, losing their Iron Woman, Emily Olson. Substitution for Edgewater Castle, leaving the match number 6, Emily Olson. Entering the match number 11, Lucy Tang. Nice round of applause for Lucy, the former UC San Diego player. Step there by Murphy, and then Lauren Hall does the same, out for a mutiny throw. Tang, 69 games, 17 starts, 5 goals, 4 assists in her 4 years for the Tritons. Currently a Master's of Nursing student at University of Illinois, Chicago. Lee battling there with Jenkins. Jocelyn Lee, 10 goals now on the UWS season after scoring last night. Lee trying to turn, got that to Egan, also got a goal yesterday as well as an assist. Kylie Egan's cross is deflected, heads up to one of our cameramen down there behind the goal. It's the first corner of the match for Edgewater. And the Rooks being equally aggressive as the Mutiny here on this corner. Everybody except Bierker and Ham is forward. Kylie Egan to take the outswinger. Into the near post, flicked on, and into the back of the net by Lauren Hall. An 11th minute goal. It's the captain who puts the hosts ahead in this national final. Goal for the Rooks, scored in the 11th minute by number 10, Lauren Hall. The assist to number 8, Kylie Egan. The Rooks on the corner kick. I said, wow, that's a little aggressive to send so many people forward, but Lauren Hall unmarked at the front post. The perfect flicked header, and the Rooks lead. I talked about weathering the early storm. They got through the opening 10 minutes. It's felt longer than that. And now they're on the attack again with Jocelyn Lee. Jocelyn, Egan, Lucy, Tang, blocked by Name as Tame needed a touch to get it out of her feet. Name kept that in play. It's just a throw. Kickoff about to happen here at Soldier Field on the lakefront alongside Dason Robinson. I'm Alex Campbell filling in for Max Toma and Max Anderson this evening. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with Chicago Fire FC Soccer here on WLS AM 890. The Fire will be going from right to left in this opening half. They are in all red shirts, red shorts, and red socks. Chris Brady, the goalkeeper, in all green. Orlando City, all purple, purple shirts, purple shorts, lavender socks. Pedro Galese is in all yellow to the left. The fans here at Soldier Field are on their feet, and we are underway as Brian Gutierrez from the center circle sends it back to Jack Elliott. Ball down the far side, and leaping out of midair there is the returning Araujo in central midfield, but it comes right back for Kuipers. Kuipers edge of the area, across to the middle. Schlegel couldn't clear. Gutierrez ran right back into Schlegel. And Gutman from distance with his off right foot sends it over the bar. But Dason, a spark to start for the Fire.
Yeah, pretty promising start right there from the Fire. They usually play the ball back to one of their center backs and go for that long direct pass into the opponent's area. It actually worked this time, and they were able to pick up a second ball. The ball fell to Guti, and he was able to just get an attempt on goal, and the ball ended up finding the feet of Gutman on his right foot. Not his best foot, but nevertheless, the first shot of the game in the first 30 seconds of the game.
Orlando almost giving it away. There was the captain, Janssen. Bouncing ball is sliced through the air from his own end by Schlegel. Muriel, number 9, dropping deep into midfield to pick this up. Looking up the far side for the speedy Angulo. Cups is over. His first touch is a ball cleared out of bounds for an Orlando throw right near the midfield stripe.
You said it right. Angulo, one of the quickest players in MLS. The Colombian, he has some wheels on him, so that's certainly something to note on that left-hand side of Orlando City.
Angulo, one of a couple players making his 11th start in 11 matches this season. Orlando will build up in a 3-2-5 shape, very much in vogue in modern soccer. Alex Freeman, the young right back, 6'3", will be the rightmost player in that front five. Angulo holds the width on the left. Janssen looking to play out from his own penalty area. It's cleared away by Barrecolo. Freeman challenging against Gutman, who does well to win it for Gutierrez. He deals with Araujo. Attempted back heel from Pineda as the ball pinballs in midfield. Freeman eventually collects for Cesar Araujo, Montevideo, Uruguay native. And we've got our first whistle of the evening as Araujo is on the turf. The guilty party, Hugo Kuipers.
Yeah, Hugo Kuipers didn't like that call. He does make contact with Araujo, and he does go down. I won't say fairly easy, but he does go down. He's still down, as a matter of fact. Maybe there's a little bit of a knee to the back or to the back of the knee, but nevertheless, it was a foul called on Kuipers. Good pressure from him, though. I do like that early on in this game. Sometimes even forwards need to send a message to the opposing team to let them know that they're here to play.
Araujo, who has been unavailable since the 29th of March. Freeman dropping inside and charging forward, edge of the D. Freeman leaving it off. Angulo left side of the area. Angulo onto his right, shot takes a deflection and goes behind for a corner. Closing him down was Christopher Cups. It was off him last. We talked, though, in the pregame, Dason, about Orlando's ability to transition, and like a flash, they went from left to right in front of us there.
What's amazing is that Freeman, the right back, was pretty much right under where Muriel were, and notably where you would see a number 10 shirt, but he was able to find the ball in some space. He thought he might crank one from there, but found Angulo on the left-hand side, and now Orlando has a corner.
Kyle Smith, the midfielder is over to take this corner on the near side. He's right-footed. It'll be an outswinger. He swings it into the top of the area. Heads go up, and the fire clear. Jack Elliott won it in the air. As chasing back to halfway go Orlando, and Gulo plays it all the way back to Galese. Looking to restart things quickly. It's through several lines, and to Gutman. Gutierrez turning on halfway under pressure and dispossessed by Kyle Smith. Luis Muriel in possession, sees that ball go off of Gutierrez, and it's kept in on the near side by Kuipers. Brian Gutierrez to the middle, space here for Zinkernagel in midfield. Zinkernagel holds, puts a foot on the ball, and the fire reset here with Elliott on the near side of the center circle, handing off to Pineda. We'll see Mauricio drop into that defensive line often this evening. Here's Zinkernagel as a central midfielder, looking for the run of Jonathan Dean, bursting down the far side, but the pass just too heavy. It'll be a goal kick for Orlando. Good to see, though, Dason. Jonathan Dean, as I mentioned, had that punctured lung he suffered against Toronto. Good to see he's got a sprint like that in him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When he did go down, I personally thought it was more so an injury to his head, maybe a concussion situation, but ended up being a pretty rough situation with a punctured lung. You never know how those are going to turn out, but glad to see Jonathan Dean back in, and also good to see him streaking up the right-hand side. He has a surprisingly quality ability to attack as a right back. He's more notably known for his defense.
Duncan McGuire breaks down a goal kick there, bodying Christopher Cupps. That'll be a matchup to watch. McGuire, a guy who spends no shortage of time in the weight room.
No, that was really just a man versus a boy. I know Christopher Cupps is out there, but the way that McGuire positioned his body, that's just intelligence.
Angulo and Dean racing to a loose ball at the far corner. Thought Brady might come for that one. Angulo looking for Muriel. Muriel delays onto his right edge of the 6. It's saved by Brady. And out for a corner kick. Luis Muriel put on the brakes, lined up the homegrown keeper. Brady got big and made the stop.
Yeah, just a bit of a ball that was just dumped into the corner. People were surprised. Dean was surprised that Angulo was able to get to it. Orihel overran Muriel as he thought he was going to cross it, and Muriel chops it back in with using the wisdom that he's had over these years and gets a quality shot on Christopher Brady's goal.
Muriel swings the corner in low, stabbed away by Cupps. Zinkernagel trying to break, and the fire could get forward here. 2-on-3 if they hurry. Zinkernagel has Gutierrez with him. Still Zinkernagel holding and drifting out to the far side. He's got Angulo for company. Zinkernagel giving and going. Gutierrez. Zinkernagel. His cross was blocked by Angulo. Great defensive work by the Orlando City winger as it's flicked away by Freeman, and the fire will reset. Dason, on the second of Sam Surge's goals in Nashville, we saw that hesitancy from Chris Brady to charge out from his net to claim. Saw it a bit there as well. I think he could have gotten to that ball that Dean and Angulo ended up fighting for before Muriel had that chance.
Yeah, but like I said, it was just a ball that was just dumped in there. It was kind of a ball that nobody was sure about what was going to happen, and Angulo, Johnny on the spot, got to it first.
Mauricio Pineda playing back into his own half for Christopher Cupps, closed down by Muriel. Jonathan Dean halfway far side looking long for Zinkernagel. That ball just towing the line on the far side. Brecalo clears. Angulo looking to flick, but only found the chest of Brian Gutierrez in midfield. Sergio Orihel just right of center at about the 35-yard line. Gutierrez, Jonathan Bamba central, drifting right. Bamba in behind. Zinkernagel hurdles a challenge. Zinkernagel crossing, looking for Ugo Kuipers. And we've got whistles.
Yeah, it was just out.
The ball went out of play along the Orlando goal line before Zinkernagel got the cross away. It'll be a goal kick for Orlando City, who, something that's very popular in modern soccer, the two center backs will stand on the corners of the 6-yard box. Galese can play it to either one of them or send it long.
Yeah, well, with the new rules that the goal kick does not have to come out the box, the bigger box anymore, the 18-yard box, teams are now opting to have their center backs or to stay very close to to the initial kick of the ball.
Galese, who with those last 4 clean sheets got to 100 for his career, 48 of them having come with the purple of Orlando. Foul called against Brian Gutierrez, challenging for a long ball in midfield. Orlando just take it short, looking to establish some possession. 8 minutes played here at Soldier Field. Alex Campbell, Dason Robinson with you on WLS 890. Galese comes out for a ball that wasn't cleared well and sends it straight up into the Soldier Field sky. Brought down by Gutierrez, number 17 in red. Give it away.
Bad turnover.
And here's a chance for Orlando to get forward. McGuire right up the middle, handing to Muriel. Muriel charging at Cups. Muriel looking for Araujo. Araujo nowhere to go. He was closed down by Gutman and Elliott. Finding Pasalic. His shot blocked by Elliott. Straight up in the air and rising to claim is Chris Brady. Another quick transition by Orlando, but well done by the Fire to get back, get positioned, and snuff out that danger.